Welcome all my dear student of TYBSc Physics class. Today in this lecture we are going to start chapter number 7, that is combinational circuit, which is the chapter number 7 of physics paper 5th, electronics. Now here, first of all, we should know what is combinational circuit and what are the application of combinational circuit, and after then we will study in details. First of all, combinational circuits means what, or what is combinational circuit? Combinational circuits are those logic circuits in which the output at any instant of time depends only on the combination of inputs at that instant and not on the previous value of the inputs or outputs. Okay. I am again going to repeat once again. Combinational circuits are those logical circuit or those logic circuits in which the output at any instant of time depends only on the combination of inputs at that instant and not on the previous value of the input or outputs. Okay. Then combinational circuits are basically consist of logic gates. Combinational circuit basically consist of logic gates, and for which memory is not necessary. This is very important point. What I say, combinational circuits are basically consist of logic gates and for which memory is not essential. This is because the present value of output of the circuit does not depend on the past value of the input or outputs. Adders, subtractor, integrator or adder, subtractor, multiplexer or demultiplexer are the examples of combinational circuits. Now in these combinational circuits, two important techniques are there. So the SOP and POS techniques we have to study the SOP and POS techniques, because these techniques are very essential in order to understand or in order to study the combinational circuit. Then what is the SOP and POS techniques? SOP means sum of product. Sum of products. And POS means product of sum. Okay. Remember that Boolean expression. Suppose y is equal to AB plus CD. This is called Boolean expression. This Boolean expression is mathematical expression. Boolean expression. Boolean expression is mathematical expression which gives the relation between inputs and outputs of logical or digital circuits. For example, suppose this is AND gate which is having two inputs A and B and having one output. Suppose this is AND gate 1. Now again consider second AND gate which is also having two inputs C and D, and which is also having single input. Now output of first AND gate is AB, and output of second AND gate is CD. When we added these two inputs, we will have this OR gate, and output of this OR gate is Y is equal to AB plus CD. This is the Boolean expression, and this Boolean expression is nothing but mathematical expression which gives the relation between inputs. These are the inputs, and this is the output of logical or digital circuits. Now here, in order to consider this is the logical or digital circuit. In this digital circuit, there are two AND gate. Input of first AND gate is A and B, output is AB. Input of second AND gate is CD, and output of this C and D are the input of this second AND gate, and CD is the output of second AND gate. Now when these outputs are added by using OR gate, we will have the output like this. Okay. Suppose this is equation 1. Y is the Boolean expression AB plus CD. In this equation, Y is the output. Y is the output, and A, B, C, D are the inputs, and these inputs are called literals. Literals. What are the literals? These inputs A, B, C, D are called as literals. Any logical expression like this, or any algebraical equation or Boolean equation given by equation 1 can be expressed either in SOP or POS form. Can be expressed in SOP or POS form. Here, this is the product. AB is the product. CD is the product. AB is the product of two input done by first AND gate. CD is the output or product of two inputs C and D by using second AND gate. And this is the sum. So this equation represents sum of product. Sum of product. This is first product and this is second product, and sum of these two products is nothing but SOP, sum of product. Okay. These are standard forms. SOP and POS are standard forms and can be reduced. This standard form can be reduced using, or these are the standard forms and can be reduced the given logical expression into simple form. Okay. For example, here again Y is equal to AB plus CD, where AB and CD are the products, and Y is the sum of AB and CD. Okay. Remember that here any logical expression can be changed. Any logical expression like this can be changed into SOP or POS by using Boolean algebra techniques. Okay. Also, you have to remember that the logical expression in SOP, that is sum of product, and POS, that is product of sum form, again can be converted into either of two standard form. That is, one of is SOP and another is POS. Okay. And now due to this standardization, when we standardize the given Boolean algebraic expression, then due to this standardization, evaluation and simplification of logical expression becomes easier and systematic. Okay. So, there are some useful terms. We have to study some useful terms for the study of standardization procedure. Standardization procedure is nothing but conversion of any logical or Boolean expression into SOP or POS. So some terms are there which are useful terms for the study of standardization procedure. First term is max term. Max term. Max term. Symbolically it is represented by M, capital M, max term. See here, suppose this is the OR gate and this OR gate is having two input A, B and output Y. So truth table of this A, B and Y. What is the Boolean equation for this? Y is equal to A plus B. This is the Boolean expression. So how truth table becomes? By using two inputs. See here, suppose first input is low, A is low, B is low, output is low. When A is 1, B is 0, then output is 1. When A is 0, B is 1, then output is 1. And when A is 1, B is 1, then output is 1. So this is the truth table. Or in digital language we can say that when both the outputs are logically low, the output is low. Any one of the input is high, logically high, then output is high. Here if we observe keenly, then it is found that output 1 is found to be most of time. Out of 4 there are 3 times the output of the logic OR gate is high or maximum. So the output of OR gate is called max term, that is maximum term, or sum terms, max term or sum terms. In OR gate the output is logically 1 for maximum number, for maximum time of the combination of inputs. Hence the output of OR gate is called maximum term or simply max term, and it is expressed by capital M. Now mean term, second important term, mean term, and is expressed by small m. Now instead of OR gate, if we consider AND gate, this AND gate is having two inputs A and B, and the output of AND gate is Y, and Y is nothing but A dot B. Okay, A into B or A dot B. So when we prepare the truth table for this AND gate, then it is found that when input A and input B are logically low, the output is low. When input A is high, logically high, and B is low, A into 0. Then again, when A is equal to 0 or A is logically low and B is logically high, then output is also low, logically low. And when both the inputs high, then output is high. That means when A and B are logically high, then output is logically high. Otherwise, output is logically low. And hence, the output of AND gate is called mean terms or product term. Mean terms or product terms. Okay. And in AND gate, the output is logically 1 for minimum time. Maximum it is 0 and minimum time it is 1 for any combination of or for number of combination of inputs, and hence the output of AND gate is called minimum term or simply mean term and represented by M. So these two terms are very useful. There is one more term, domain. What is domain? Third important term in order to study domain. What is domain? The domain of general Boolean expression is the set of variables contained in expression in either complemented or uncomplemented form. For example, y is equal to ab plus a bar b bar, okay, or this. Now here a, b, b bar, a bar, b, b bar and c, these are the inputs. Or simply we can say that here in this Boolean expression there are three inputs a, b and c. Some of them are unimplemented or uncomplemented form and some are in complemented form. But domain is nothing but domain is a general Boolean expression. Domain is the domain of general Boolean expression. The domain of general Boolean expression is the set of variables contained in that expression in either complemented or uncomplemented forms. Okay. So this is the expression here. The domain of expression, domain of this expression y is equal to ab plus a bar b bar c. The domain of this expression is a, b, c. Okay. Now we are going to see the first techniques, SOP. SOP technique or standard SOP form. Standard SOP form. There is a difference in sum of product term that is SOP and standard SOP. This is simple SOP and this is standard SOP. Here we should know the difference between SOP and standard SOP. What is the difference between them? Okay. In order to understand the difference between SOP and standard SOP, make your concentration. We know that when two or more product terms are summed, two or more product terms are summed, by Boolean addition, then resulting expression is SOP form. That means suppose y is equal to ab plus abc plus a bar b bar c plus a bar b plus a b bar. Okay. See here there are 5 terms and these 5 product terms, ab is product term, abc is product term, a bar b bar c is product term, ab, a bar b or a bar, these are the product terms and these product terms are summed. That means by added by Boolean expression. That means summed by Boolean addition. Okay. The resulting equation, this is nothing but this expression is in SOP form. This is the SOP form. Okay. Now for our simplicity we consider a simple SOP, that is y is equal to AB plus ABC. Okay. See here, this is the product. This is also product of This is also product of ABC. This is product of AB and this is product of ABC. But this is the sum. Okay. So Y is nothing but sum of product AB and product ABC. So this is SOP form. Okay. Now we consider another example. Suppose Y is equal to A, B, C plus A, B bar, C bar plus another term A bar, B, C. Okay. Now suppose this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. What is the difference? Here also this is product, this is product, this is product. Product, product, and this is also a product. And Y is the sum of all these three products. So this is also SOP. Okay. But here this is the simple SOP and this is standard form of SOP. Why it is so? See here there are three inputs, but here first term of this first equation does not have the third input, that is C term. Here only, okay. If here C or complement of C is there, then this is standard. But here this is not standard. Here every product have all three inputs. Okay. So here we can say that in this equation, it is observed that a single over bar cannot be extended. That means not like this AB or A, B, C, not extended. So what I say in this equation, or consider one more equation. Suppose this is equation 2, this is equation 3 and 4. One more expression 4. Like this, Y is equal to AB plus A bar B C plus AC. This is equation 4. There are 4, again this is 2 and this is 3. Okay. Number of these given equations are only for our convenience. So when you observe in equation these 3 and 4, what is the difference between 3 and 4? Here, or what is the difference between here 2 and 4? These equations are SOP. Remember that. Equation 2 and 4 are SOP and equation 3 is standard SOP. Why this is standard SOP and why these are not standard SOP? So in this equation 3 and 4, it is observed that here also and here also, it is observed that a single over bar cannot extend over more than one variable. Bar is only one for one variable. Thus SOP form have, or SOP forms always have the terms like A, B, C or A bar, B, C bar plus A bar, B, C bar. Okay. Okay, like this, etc. Here also and here also. There are like these terms, but not like this A, B, C. This is extended bar. Here this type of term is not found. Okay. It must be noted that equation 2, 3 and 4 are in SOP form. All these three equations are SOP form. This is also sum of product, this is also sum of product, this is also sum of product. But not in standard SOP form. Only equation 3 is standard SOP form. Why this equation 3 is standard SOP form? Because in a standard SOP form, each product term include all the literals that it inputs. What I say? Equation is a standard SOP when when each and every product term includes all the literals or all the inputs in complemented or uncomplemented form. Okay. So equation 2 and 4, equation 2, here there is no C or in this equation, in first term there is no C or C bar. Okay, here also in first term there is no C or C bar. Okay, and here also there is no B or B bar. So these equations are not standard SOP. Okay, but when you study equation 3, then it is found that every product of this SOP are having all types of literals, because there are 3 literals or 3 inputs A, B, C. So the expression given by this number 3 is in standard SOP form, because each product term in this expression contain all the variables A, B, C, either in complemented or uncomplemented form. Okay. Now the procedural steps, we are going to see the procedural steps. For procedural steps to convert SOP into standard SOP. When we are having any SOP equation, then how we can convert a simple SOP into standard SOP? There is a standard procedure, or we have to follow the procedural steps to convert SOP expression in standard SOP form. So consider the expression like this: y is equal to a bar b plus another a c bar plus BC. See here, A bar B is the product of AB. This is product of AB. This is the product of first term is the product of A bar B. Second term is product of A C bar, and third term is product of BC. And Y is the sum of these 3 products. There are 3 products, and Y is the sum of these 3 products, product 1, product 2, product 3. Okay. But this is SOP, but not standard SOP. This is SOP, but not standard SOP. In order to convert this SOP into standard SOP, what we have to do? First of all, so make your concentration here. I am again going to repeat that this expression contains 3 variables A, B and C. This expression contains 3 variables A, B and C in complemented or uncomplemented form. C is uncomplemented, whereas C bar is complemented. This is uncomplemented, this is complemented. This is uncomplemented, this is complemented. A is uncomplemented, A bar is complemented. That is, C bar is the complement of C, B bar is the complement of B, and A bar is the complement of A. Here it is found that though there are some of the inputs are complemented and some are the uncomplemented, but here there are 3 variables A and B, and these variables are in complemented and uncomplemented form. As each product term here, first, second and third, does not involve all types of variable. Here there is in first term there is no C or C bar. Okay. In this second product term, there is no B or B bar. And in third, there is no A or A bar. That is, in first term, there is no C or complement of C. In second term, there is no complement of, there is no B or its complement. In third term, there is no A or its complement. And hence, this is not a standard SOP. It is only simple SOP form. In order to convert this equation, in order to convert this SOP into standard SOP, what we have to do? We have to multiply A bar B, we have to multiply by C, plus C bar. Like that second term, A C bar is, we have to multiply by B plus B bar. And third term, B C, we have to multiply by A plus A bar. Okay. Though we multiply the first term by C plus C bar, B plus B bar to second term and A plus A bar to second term, there is no any effect on this equation, because A plus A bar is equal to B plus B bar is equal to C plus C bar is always 1. Okay, is always 1. That means what? If A is logically 1, B is logically, A bar is logically 0. Now what is 1 plus 0? 1. Like B is 1, B bar is 0, then 1. Then C is equal to 1, its complement is 0, then we will get 1. So remember that though we multiplied by C plus C bar to first term, B plus B bar to second term, and A plus A bar to third term, there is no effect on this equation. Okay. So when we multiply, now simply take the product A bar B C plus this term into this, A bar B C bar plus A C bar B plus A C bar B bar plus B C A plus B C A bar. Okay. Or we can write again, we can simplify A bar B C plus A B C bar plus A C bar B plus A C bar B bar plus B, or simply A B C, or A bar B C. We can make the interchange here. So it is found that the first term and last term is redundant. When this first and last term is redundant, then we can write, instead of 2, we can consider only one term, A bar B C plus A bar B C bar plus A C bar B plus A C bar B bar plus A B C. This is the standard SOP. This is standard SOP. This is simple SOP form, and we can convert SOP into standard SOP by making such type of arrangement. So this equation is standard SOP form. In this way, we can convert this simple SOP equation into standard SOP equation. Like this, there is a procedural step to convert POS, product of sum, into standard POS. But this will be studied in next lecture due to lack of time. So till then, we shall stop here. Have a good day. Thank you.